Good morning, everybody. Alright, it's actually like 1 p.m., but it's morning enough. I'm still drinking coffee, so that counts. I'm back with this sketchbook flip-through video. As you can see, we are stationary, and some of you might remember that I did not post a video for October, and that's going to become very evident as to why in just a moment here. So, I didn't double check where we left off last video, but I think it was somewhere around here because this was around when I was doing the October sticker designs. Yeah, so basically October consisted of like these 3 pages. Wowie. Maybe 4, I don't know. But like basically I didn't do much drawing in October at all because I was really busy working at in-house job and I wasn't really feeling, inspired, and there wasn't like most of the work I was doing was commissions that I was not having to do much sketching for or whatever. But yeah, so we can start here. This was if I didn't talk about this already, these are some business card and like branding stuff I was working on. I had kind of had this intention to meet this Vistaprint sale deadline to like order a bunch of new stuff, but in all honesty, I don't have a lot to like reinvest into my business right now, so I had to cut back on like this sort of like extra stuff. I already basically reduced all my shipping prices on my Etsy, and that money from the shipping is supposed to cover not only the shipping but also the handling, as they say, right? And this stuff kind of is part of the handling, so I had to make the call to keep things slim so that I wasn't wasting tons of money on stuff that you guys don't really care about. Okay, so this was a little thing that I did so bad to promote the Kickstarter, which I'll talk about a little bit more in the newsletter that you'll be able to read below. I also had some to-do lists. I was trying to do some game plans for some new Christmas stuff, but I just decided to shift everything into the new year, so that'll be fun. Have some fun ideas for stuff. Here was one of the Patreon sketch requests, which, like, I am trying to get through. I was thinking about them last night, being like, damn, I really need to start the pace, because if I do 2 a month, it's still going to take me like a year to get through them all, because I realized there was almost 30. Yikes, right? So I'm doing my best. I'm sorry if it's a little bit slow going, but, eventually, maybe by the 2-year mark, they'll all be done. This was the sketch for the holiday card. That's really as simple as it was before I went in and completed it. It barely looks any different than that. I had some Christmas present ideas here for some mugs, but then I looked into the printing cost and it was falsely advertised on the website. So it ended up being over $20 a mug, and it was like, I mean, it's not like bad, but then, that's plus shipping, and I don't know. It just didn't seem like the right decision. More Patreon sketch stuff. This was actually the first one I did. I was like, you know what, this is not the right vibe. I'm trying to force myself to do something edgy and noir. I need to do cartoon Batman, and of course, I feel like that's much, much better. Here was some planning. You guys might have seen I did a post probably like last month, I guess, talking about my process for this commission. So this page you already saw. Yeah, you can check back in my archives for more information on that. Alright, so here we have some doodle pages, actually. I never ever sit down and doodle anymore, honestly, so this was actually a lot of fun, just getting ideas out. This was based on my Stardew Valley character. And then, this is some, like, tea cups blossoming with tea, which, spoilers, is a concept that I recycle down the line. I think I might actually have sketches in here that will spoil it for you a little bit, but that's okay. More kind of icons and stuff, and then here were, oh, there we go, here were the Christmas stickers that I sketched out and then completed. I think I did them on my Cintiq this time. I haven't been using the iPad quite as much lately, so I'm not going to pull it out to show you guys sketches from there, just because there's really not that much to see at the moment. Yeah, and then I was like thinking about doing a rack for Xmas, but I don't know. I'm trying to keep it fresh, I don't want to be recycling too many ideas over and over again. Alright, here is the fun stuff. This is pages, 4 to 16 of Be Haunted, thumbnailed, based on scripts that are in Google Drive, as all good things are. Yeah, not much more to say about this, other than It'll be fun to show you guys how things progress from thumb to final. On that note, I'll be posting something about that process next week. I'll be posting up all of the thumbnails and roughs for the Cafe Creep mini comics, 9 pages that I'm doing as part of an anthology. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about the comics process. It'll be a kind of a, not like a tutorial, but kind of a start to finish how to make comics. Next up, we have another doodle page. I don't remember where I was when I was doodling this, but these were some concepts, illustration concepts that I had. They were just images that came to me, I think, while I was like lying down, and then I was like, okay, I gotta get up and draw these just before I forget. So I don't know, probably won't do anything with them, but they're just ideas. And then this was sort of playing with faces a bit and just sort of figuring out what I like and what I don't like. And then this little guy you can see here ended up becoming a digital sketch that I kind of colored and then I got bored with, so I killed it. These were some other kind of concepts for it, but I don't know. This was like a big experimenting page, so it's a little bit hard to talk about. And then here is when I decided to start doing the diary style comics. So this was the first one, and then this one I didn't end up making, but I still think it's pretty funny. It's here, you guys get the extra content. Basically it's me and Mark folding laundry, and this happened, and I'm like, and I look up at him, no offense, but you don't need to fold my stuff because I'm just gonna refold it anyway. And then it's a close-up on his face looking disgruntled, and I'm just like, sorry. Because I have a specific way of doing my laundry. I roll all of my stuff because I have like a buttload of clothes and it doesn't fit in my dresser if I don't do it that way, so it's no offense, I just roll my clothes. Okay, here's some more sketching and concept work. This was for stickers, so you can see some of the designs that I ended up sketching out for the December stickers, which you've seen one design of, so I won't spoil which one the other one is until I get them. They should be arriving today, actually, which is really exciting, and then I will post it up probably in a couple of weeks because I think that is what I have to do, even though it's hard to resist sharing everything right away. I don't know if you guys have this problem. I know I do. I just have to post everything right after I finish it because I can't sit on it. Like I want to share. Yeah, so those were sticker concepts. Then here we have, I'm working on a collaboration with a friend of mine, so I did some like concepts and then she picked which one she liked, and I'll be sketching and lining it, and then she's gonna color. We have the sketch for the Harper Row Commission, the most recent one you've probably seen. There's another mini comic, same with down here, another mini comic. And then some planning for like numbers and trying to figure out with these stickers like what I'm gonna do, because it is more efficient for me, which I've explained on Discord a bit, it's more efficient for me to order larger numbers in more designs than it is for me to be getting just like 2 or 3 designs every month over and over again. So planning up to, as many months in advance as I possibly could. But I've ordered for December and January. I have an idea for February. And so, yeah, in January I'll have to worry about ordering those probably. So I don't know. I got time. Back to the sketchbook, we have more panel comics. This is literally, like, because this happened in real life and I wanted to write it down immediately, I just drew 2 boxes. I didn't bother putting in, like, what the drawing was going to look like, but I wrote down the punchline or whatever. Oh, it's better than nothing, right? And then this one's the skin one, which I had thought about. I don't know if you guys get, like, ideas as you're falling asleep, but I'm notorious for this, just lying in bed and, like, thinking about stuff and then getting ideas and then forgetting them, like, the next day. So when I got the chance to, I drew this down. Then this was more doodling. This was actually really late at night. I remember I was lying in bed in, like, a productivity frenzy, sketching stuff out here. So this is Raquel. These were the original sketches that I developed and then posted online. I'll be drawing her hopefully a little bit more completed-y, but we'll see. People were excited. People thought she was cute, so I think she's really cute. I'm gonna see if I have the stamina to develop a cute little mascot icon dude. Then there was, I don't know, I guess I had a concept. This is like the Cafe Creep logo, right? With the steam with the eyes coming out of it. If you remember, you might have seen that before. And I was thinking about maybe turning it into an enamel pin or some kind of piece of merchandise. Sorry, I'm just kind of Shuffling my body around a little bit. Okay, no shaking, please. So yeah, these were kind of like ideas. I don't think they're gonna fly, but you know, writing stuff out. And then what I was trying to do as well was, this was the weekend that I did the Rad Tea Shop, also going to be described down below in the newsletter. And like, it really made me want to reflect on the work that I do, and kind of like, I'm really trying to gear up for 2019, because 2018 was not a bad year at all, but it was definitely slow, and I didn't make a lot of progress, personally or professionally. Well, okay, that's a lie. I made a ton of progress personally, and I mean, the newsletter for December is probably gonna be like a fucking like, this was my year reflection. Really open up and take the opportunity to look at what I did and like where I was back in December last year and where I am now. But anyway, professionally, I didn't make a lot of progress, which is okay. But I want next year to be more successful. So I'm trying to like focus on, okay, what is it that I draw? What is it that I want to draw? What is it that people like? What is it that sells? What can I do to, you know, boost sales? What can I do to work on personal projects that might lead to more work in a direction that I want to go in? So stuff like this. Like, I think this is natural for anybody who runs a business to reflect on these kinds of things, but no spoilers. We'll talk about it at the end of the year. And yeah, I'll just finish up here. This is the last page that I have to show you. This was like an illustration idea, and then this was like the sketch for the watercolor painting that I did, and I am thinking that this kind of stuff might be more stuff that I'm doing like more often. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get some watercolor paper and watercolors for Christmas, because like art supplies are expensive. And I want to make the investment, but at the same time, I'm still really learning, so I don't want to waste too much in the meantime. This was me. I was like demonstrating. I didn't design this. I was demonstrating a design I'd seen online, explaining it to people. And then this is a commission that I'm working on slowly but surely as a logo for a mermaid model person, which I think is a pretty cool job, if I do say so myself. But these are the first, I don't know, it's a hard, like, she honestly gave me such a simple prompt, but it's been difficult coming up with an illustration that's also graphic and may or may not include her name title thing. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I have to show you for this month, and last month, I suppose. And this month was definitely a lot more productive, and even though, like, it's kind of strange to look back on older sketchbooks. For example, even here, earlier this year, I was using my sketchbook for doing these Copic marker explorations and illustrations. And I just sort of petered off with it lately in using the sketchbook more as a sketchbook than somewhere that I'm putting finished art. Yeah, so there's really only 2 examples of it in this sketchbook. But anyway, we'll talk more at the end of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's always kind of cool to see the behind the scenes, I think. So yeah, feel free to drop me a comment. Yeah, read through the newsletter below, and I will be talking to you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.